Happy St. Patty's Day. Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And this is my fucking prediction for UFC London. Evloev versus Murphy. The biggest odd, bro. The fucking UK. That the Irish and the Americans can fucking agree on, bro. We are connected by our hatred for the United Kingdom. More specifically, Britain. And yeah, dude, I got my green on. You know it. And yeah, we're gonna start off the card strong here with Melissa Mullins going against Luana Carolina. I'm gonna go Luana. I used to think she was like dog shit, like bottom of the barrel, but lately she's been looking pretty good. I like the move up to bantamweight. Lost her last fight, but I thought she's been looking okay. Lost to Michelle Montague, but was on a nice little 3-fight winning streak. Fucking before that, so I'm gonna go Luana Carolina. This chick Mullins, I think she beat like the Russian chick that kind of sucks, and like that's about it. Like lost to Daria Zelolkova, bro. Can't be doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna go Luana Carolina by decision. Next up, Chanel Dyer. Oh yeah, we're on Tapology too. Shout out to the guy who commented that recommendation, because the UFC website, it has like no fucking information, doesn't even have the odds. So it's like useless, bro. So hopefully we can get a little more info with the Tapology. But next up we got Chanel Dyer versus Ravina Oliveira. I don't know either of these people. This chick looks like Francis Ngannou mixed with Angela Hill. This chick looks like a fish, bro. Like the fish from, not from Nemo. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Shark Tales. This chick is British. Okay. 4-1 in her last 5, and then Ravina Oliveira. 3-5 on a 2-fight losing streak. Are either of these women in the UFC? I would be surprised. Let's find out together, shall we? Nope. PFL. That's not bad. Okay, PFL Europe. 2 knockouts, split decision. Lost on the Contender Series. The Brazilian chick. Oh, she is in the UFC. Lost to Stephanie Luciano. Who the fuck is that? Lost to Dinar Lisboa. Lisboa's pretty good. It's not a bad loss. Alright, well. This, Chanel Dyer is a big favorite, so fuck it. I'm going with the fish lady. I'm going with Ravina Oliveira by decision. Fuck it. Next up, Shamrock going against Abdul Karim Al Sawadi, the Pride of Palestine. I fuck with Shamrock. He had a pretty funny tweet about Dan Hooker. And this guy, Abdul Karim, like, alright, so this guy fights George Hardwick, the brother of Harry Hardwick, who fought last weekend on the Contender Series, right? And George Hardwick's, or Harry, George is a big prospect out of England, right? I think he was the Cage Warriors champ. Got a good style, was hitting him and not getting hit, like he was nowhere to be found, and he was landing by far the more significant strikes, and it was really impressive. Then he fights this other, like, Tajikistan blockhead. He's dominating, he's fucking him up. And then in the third round, out of nowhere, just gets caught with like a right hook and gets knocked out. Yeah, Loic Radzhabov. He was beating the fuck out of him. And then boom, gets slapped early in the first. And then since that, he's had fucking 4 cancellations, bro. I was supposed to fight Guram, which I was really excited for. Then he was supposed to fight Jordan Levitt, then Pelagioki, then Mateus Camilo, whoever that is. Buddy has had 4 fights scheduled since fucking August 2024. And he hasn't made it to any of them, so we'll see if this fight even happens. But if it does, I don't know, it's tough, because Shamrock fought the guy that looks like Khabib, I think he's Tajikistan too. He's a pretty good prospect. His name starts with like an N or some shit. Oh, what the fuck? Nurziev, something like that. Nurlu Aliyev, yeah. And he got fucked up, low-key. Competitive in the grappling. Did get taken out a couple times, but he was trying to get his own grappling off, and it was really on the feet where he's getting cooked, bro. Like he was on the back foot the whole time, just getting minked up with the hands. He was trying to throw these kicks, these little taekwondo type kicks, and you could tell the power difference was very obvious. And yeah, the other dude was way fucking sharper, so not the best look for the debut from Shamrock, but his grappling did look good. He's a pretty good size lightweight. But I do think his striking has, some holes for sure. Abdul Karim, he's a very well-rounded guy. Honestly, good striker, good grappler, decent fight IQ. So yeah, I got this fight as like a pick'em. It's gonna be interesting to see how Salwati shows up with all these cancellations. I don't know if he got injured or what, but and Shamrock's got a bad taste in his mouth with that debut. Fuck, I'm leaning Salwati like very slightly. I'll go Salwati by decision, but not a confident pick. I don't really see how this fight plays out. I feel like there's a million ways it could, but I don't think either of them finish each other. I think it'll go the distance, and I think Salwati will get it done by close decision. Next up, Brando Beričić going against Louis Sutherland. Louis, he's one of these heavyweights that the UFC just randomly brought in, and he was supposed to fight Junior Tava. That shit got canceled, and then he fought Walter Walker, and he got subbed in like a round, which, no shame in that, everyone's getting heel-hooked by Walter Walker. That's not a bad loss. And this dude, Brando Beričić, I had to kind of get the memory jogged, but I think he's Australian. But yeah, he had a fight in Australia, and he bugged this dude up, Alicia Ellison. I don't know who that is, but he just ran through him, bro. And I remember thinking, like, damn, this guy looks actually good. Like, he's an actual, pretty explosive, fast, like, solid heavyweight. He's got a good build, And speaking of builds, Louis Sutherland, he's got that, like, fat, that muscular fat physique, you know what I'm saying? Like, not flabby, but large. Like, if he lost a bunch of weight, he'd be jacked, but he'd still have, like, a big-ass rib cage, big-ass abdominals. And he just looks slow. Like, he hits hard as fuck, but he just doesn't look very explosive, One of those guys that'll throw, like, fucking baseball pitch right hands that you see a mile away. So I'm gonna go with Beričić. I thought he looked really matchup. So I think it'll be a fun fight. I'm gonna go Barišić first round knockout. I would be very surprised if this one goes the distance. Next up, somehow headlining the early prelims over the last two fights, which are both pretty solid fucking fights. We got the GOAT, Antonio Broccoli Tricoli, going against Mantis Contratavius. Now, say it with me, chat. Why the fuck is Tricolioli still in the UFC? This guy is 0-3, all by finish. Lost to Sharmagomedov, knockout. Trayshawn Gore, guillotine a minute into the fight. Mansur Abdul Malik, another guillotine a minute into the fight. Apparently he was supposed to fight Open St. Brew. I don't know who the fuck made that matchup. Didn't even win on the contender series. It got overturned to a no contest. I don't know what happened there, but was supposed to fight Umar Tsai. That's funny. And he was when was he supposed to fight Ikram Alaskarov, bro? What the fuck? I have zero clue why this guy's in the UFC. It's literally just a bad people's records. It's sad. The UFC is low-key turning into boxing. Fucking Atabagad here still fighting goddamn Aussie Diaz on his like 5th fight in the UFC, literally fighting the worst possible fighters that the UFC has. Poliev isn't awful, but it's like sad, bro. This is straight up boxing. Like Tricoli has had zero. Like I guess it didn't look as bad in the Sharmagomedov fight in the first 2 rounds, but like he hasn't had one moment of success in his entire UFC career. He's 0-3, all by finish, 2 of which are in like the first minute of the fucking fight. This guy's shown nothing, no ability to win, and the UFC's like, yeah, we'll give him a 4th one. But then they could run out fucking Fakardinov as an undefeated fighter. Like, make it make sense, bro. This shit is stupid. It's turning into fucking boxing. I'm going Mantis by 1st round KO. It's fucking Antio Tricoli, bro. Like, I don't even need to know anything about this guy to know that he's gonna fuck him up in the 1st round. Because that's what he does. That's just what he does. Like, you just know the UFC's setting up a prospect that they like to get a fucking easy win, like every Jose Medina fight. It's just, why do we have this guys in the UFC? I thought it was supposed to be the best fighting the best. This dude's 0-3. Stop keeping these fucking cans around, bro. Like, I get it if you have a skid, you know, but bro has literally showed zero promise whatsoever, and he fought Trayshawn Gore, bro. Like, you should at least have one moment of somewhat success if you're a top level mixed martial artist fighting fucking Trayshawn Gore. So, rant aside, I'm going Mantis 1st round knockout or submission, bro. I mean, fucking standing guillotine seems to be the method. Next up, we got Mario Pinto going against Felipe Franco. Now, I'm pretty sad because this was originally supposed to be Mario Pinto versus McParkin, and I thought that was a phenomenal match. matchup, really good matchmaking. McBarkin pulls out, quite unfortunate. Because I like Pinto, dude. He can be kind of boring. He smudged up his last win. But the guy is fucking good. He's a legit skilled heavyweight. Who'd he fight? There was some guy he slept badly. Austin Lane, I think. Oh, good old Austin Lane, bro. Yeah. Fucked him up with a nasty right hook. And yeah, 2-0. I thought he had more than 2 fights in the UFC. That's crazy. 2-0 in the UFC. Beat Jonathan Denise. Pretty decent win. Kind of smudged him up and then ended up getting the ground pound TKO. But yeah, he's really good, bro. He's one of my favorite prospects at heavyweight. I wouldn't say favorite, like, I don't know, there's nothing about him that I love personally, but he's just one of my top picks as like, alright, this guy's good, this guy has some fucking potential. Undefeated from Portugal, I guess. Did a funny ass thing in his last fight where he fucking pretended not to speak English and get a translator with Bisping. He's like, I don't speak English, bro. But yeah, this dude's stepping in short notice. Felipe Franco. I've never heard of this guy, but he doesn't look bad, bro. Fucking jacked Brazilian. Lost on the Contender Series to Freddie Vidal. I do not know who that is. Get some casual, but is coming off a 2-fight finish streak, both in the first round. Rear naked choke and ground and pound. Listen, I like this, bro. I can't lie, I've not seen this Brazilian. Yo, that nickname is crazy. This Brazilian dude fight. Yeah, he's a light heavyweight. That's rough. Or is it good, bro? Could have the speed advantage, lighter man skill. People forget. I'm a go Pinto. I mean, you kind of have to, you know. Short notice. Dudes in Brazil flying over to the fucking UK. Hometown for Pinto. And Pinto's just really fucking good, really well rounded. Great striking, good grappling. But I think it'll be a fun fight. This Brazilian dude doesn't look awful, you know, doesn't look like he can, so hopefully it's a fun fight. The Tapology audience has got it for Pinto, 97% to 3. So yeah, we'll go Pinto round 2. Ground and pound TKO next up. Nathaniel Wood going against Losene Kieta. I love this fight, dude. I am pretty hyped for this one. I think this is one of the better fights on the prelims. And I'm going Nathaniel Wood, dude. He's plus 155. Little bit of an underdog. But I did some tape study on this dude. Tape study. I fucking watched 8 minutes of his fights. And dude, I don't think he's that good, bro. Every person he was fighting, I think he fought for like Octagon or one of those, you know, European promotions with the big ass cages and like hella advertising. The like weird, like temporary tattoos and shit that they have. You know what I'm talking about? If you've seen the Octagon fights, that shit's crazy. But yeah, this guy is like weird, dude. His style is so strange. These like clubbing right hands, where it's almost like a standing aim or fist. He kind of goes like down, chin wide up in the air, on like stilts, kind of with his footwork. You know, he's not grounded. He's not. His knees aren't bent like Ilya, and his his chin's wide up in the air, throwing wild, dude. And he was fucking up everyone he was fighting that I watched, but he threw like 3 punches per round, and he just put 1,000,000% into all of them. Had some good body shots, but no combos, no really setting shit up. Just like, yes, I had a decent jab, but he kind of just throws. He just explodes, and then he does nothing for a while, and then explodes. And he was just throwing the same overhand, same like left hook to the body, same jab here and there. And I don't know, I feel like that's a very easily counterable style if you got good fight IQ and good skills. Like Nathaniel Wood, dude. Nathaniel Wood is pretty fucking good. He bars. Yeah, dude, he's not bad. Let's try this. I feel like that does not sound good at all. Yeah, like, his style's just so simple. And none of his opponents were, like, fighting back. Every time I watched this guy fight, they were just letting themselves get backed up to the cage and, like, didn't want to throw with him. They were just afraid of his power. It would, like, try some shit and then just get countered. Not throw any feints, not set anything up. And Nathaniel Wood's smart, dude. Like, sometimes he looks great, sometimes he doesn't look as great. You know, he's lost a couple here and there, but I think he's really fucking good, bro. He's so well-rounded, great grappling, sneaky good clinch, like Muay Thai game. He was fucking up Charles Jourdain with that Muay Thai game. Good boxing, like very well-rounded, and seems to have decent fight IQ. And he's got lighter man skill coming up from bantamweight, which that is a factor. He's not the biggest featherweight, and he's fighting a guy who couldn't make weight when he was supposed to fight Pitbull. So might be a little bit smaller, but I just think his fight IQ is way better. I think he's gonna be able to figure this guy out pretty quickly, and maybe get rocked at one point. I could definitely see him getting dropped, but I think he'll get it done by decision. Just being smart, using his front kicks, you know, using all his tools, throwing paint, setting shit up, and yeah, getting it done by decision. Next up, the headliner of the prelims, Mason Jones going against Alex Sola. This is a great fight, dude. This is gonna be so fun. Fucking inshallah, bro. You never know these days. I thought Charles and Max was gonna be fun. Still fucking depressed about that, but this should, keyword should, surely be a good fight. So Sola, I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about him, but I do remember him fighting Reese McKee, who I am a Reese McKee enjoyer. You know, we love Reese McKee on this channel, especially the bounce back, bro. He didn't look great at first, got destroyed by Hamzat. Looked kind of just like weak out there, and then had a fucking glow up, bro. He started to look smacks and put on some muscle, got some tattoos, and he looked pretty good on his comeback. Became the Cage Warriors champ, came back, and I think he got cut again, unfortunately. Lost to Angelusa, but it was a really close fight. And then kind of had a stinker with Chidi and Shakwani, but still split decision. Pretty good. Fucked up this dude, Daniel Frunze, dropped him like 12 times. And then, yeah, it was crazy. He got kind of destroyed by Alex Sola, which surprised me. And Mason Jones is so hard to... He's such a hard to predict fighter. You know, sometimes he shows up, looks phenomenal. Other times he just gets smoked. I feel like when he wins a fight, he's a favorite. He's like a massive favorite, and he loses. I remember I saw him fight Ludwig live in the UK, and he was a. Did he win that fight? No, he lost. Yeah, he was a pretty fucking sizable favorite. And this dude sitting next to me was hyping him up, bro. He said he met Mason Jones at like the last UFC London, and he was like, "Oh, he's a class lad, fam." And Ludwig just kind of smoked him. So, yeah, really weird. Yeah, that fight was Blazioki. Beat Jeremy Stevens. You know, it's 2025 when he beat him. You know, that's fucking not surprised. And then, yeah, Blazioki, he was getting fucked up, then comes back in the last round. Made Aiden Ross lose like 40k, which you gotta love. And yeah, I respect this guy, dude. After he lost to Ludwig, he fucking let himself go from the UFC. Said, release me from my contract. Then went back to Cage Warriors. Had a Reese McKee-esque. Oh. That fucking jaw is killing me, bro. Yeah, that crazy fight with Oki, where he was getting whooped, and then came back. Can y'all see me? Oh shit. Alright, that's probably better. So yeah, just really hard to predict, bro. He's a scrapper. Pretty well rounded, good power. You know, really likes to fucking scrap, dude. Throw down. Sola seems the same. I could see this fight going either way. Again, kind of like a pick 'em, fucking flip coin ass matchup. I want to go Mason Jones, but he's the favorite, and so I'm not gonna pick him. I'm gonna go Alex Sola by third round TKO. Next up, Curtis Campbell going against Danny Silva. I want to pick Danny Silva so bad, bruh. But, I just can't, because he's good, you know? Like, Silva has really slick boxing, phenomenal defense, but, like, in the fight with, Kevin Vallejos, which is aging very well, he just didn't throw any fucking offense, you know? He was slipping, he was emoting, he was ore farming, but he wasn't actually throwing any significant strikes, you know? Like, he was just defensively doing great, but not returning. Beat my boy Gulabao, that was a great scrap, and a good win too. Beating Triple Checo on the Contender Series fucked him up, and another great scrap. And then it went to split decision with Lucas Almeida. Like, that's a bad look, bro. You should be fucking finishing Lucas Almeida, you know? If you're gonna be a real prospect, you gotta get through Lucas Almeida. And then lost to Vallejos by decision, not a bad loss at all. And this Campbell kid, he's got kind of the baddie type vibe, you know, where he looks kind of nerdy. He's got the hair flapping around, but he's legit, bro. Had a great fight on the Contender Series, just destroyed his opponent. But again, it's like Contender Series, you know, it's kind of hard to say how good of a win that is. And he wasn't in Cage Warriors. Interesting, I thought he was. He was in FCC. I've never heard of that, but he was the champ there. And I thought it looked good in the Contender Series. Looked pretty well rounded. And yeah, I want to go Danny Silva because he is pretty fucking decent. But I just can't pick a guy that's not gonna have high output against a guy like Curtis, who seems like a scrapper. You know, he seems like he's gonna go forward and fucking throw some shit, bro. At least try to win the fight, you know. So I'll go Curtis by decision. Silva looks hard to finish, bro. I don't think he's gonna get caught in the feet. And he's got pretty good takedown defense too. So Curtis by decision. Next up, would say CLD. I'm going CLD all day, bro. Especially after the fluffy fight. I heard Roman saying that was like he was like sick or some shit, or he had a bad weight cut or something. One of the like 3 excuses that fighters use. But yeah, he looked awful against Hernandez, bro. He looked so bad. I thought that would be a little more competitive. And yeah, just got dominated. In the fight before that, I think he fought Marvin Vittori. And he looked okay, you know, he outstruck Marvin. After getting outstruck by Marvin in the first fight, but I think it was really on Marvin to lose that. I think he could have won if he changed his strategy at all and didn't just do the exact same thing for 3 rounds, 5 rounds. And make no adjustments. And CLD, on the other hand, fought Marco Tulio in his last fight. Insane fight. They were going to war. Lands a nasty fucking spinning back fist. Drops him. Kind of wobbles him. He gets back up, recovers, follows up, boom, boom, boom. Bombs her right hand on the temple. Nasty finish, bro. Nasty as fuck. And that was awesome because CLD kind of became a decision merchant for a second. But after that performance, I was, I feel like the old CLD is back. That really got me amped up to see what this guy does. And he fucked up Eric Anders too. But like, yeah, took Evloev to a decision. So, yeah, he's got momentum. 30 years old, Roman, I feel like he's always been 47, but he's actually 37, getting up there. He's got good grappling, but 0 fucking takedowns. He's slow, and that's the biggest thing about this matchup is he's slow as fuck. And Leroy's all like explosivity, and I just don't think you can be that slow against a guy who's dangerous and long and rangy and bouncy as Duncan, so I'm gonna go Duncan, 2nd round KO. Next up, Iwo Barniewski going against Austin Lane, bro. Speaking of cans, dude, Austin Lane, I mean, low-key, beat Rebellis to Spain, but other than that, 4 TKO losses in the UFC. Crazy. And he got flatlined of the Contender Series by fucking Dan Hardy, Greg Hardy, the football player. You know I'm talking about, Greg Hardy. Yeah, Greg Hardy. But yeah, I got slept by like the whole heavyweight division, including Justin Taffa, bro. Like, I like the move to light heavyweight. I do think that's a good move for him. He's not the biggest heavyweight, but it's just like the UFC. I like Iwo. I'm pretty high on him. The Polski. But what the fuck is this matchmaking? Like, they're just basically guaranteeing a 1st round knockout. And like, that's no fun, bro. I guess it is if Lane, somehow as a underdog win comes back and gets the dub, but like, there's just no interest in this fight. There's so many other fun fights you could have given Iwo at light heavyweight, so kind of unfortunate matchmaking here, but I'm definitely going Iwo by 1st round knockout. Low-key, he's minus 410. I thought it'd be a little bit more of a favorite, Yeah, Iwo 1st round knockout, easy. Next up, Michael Venom Page going against Sam Patterson. Man, I guess, like, speaking out against UFC, Fighter Bay has its downsides. He's only minus 250. I might throw a bet on MVP. I think he's good value at that price, low-key. But yeah, who did this guy piss off to get this matchup, bro? Like, I kind of get it from the UFC standpoint. Like, Sam Patterson has been on a tear, bro. Like, 3, I believe, finishes in his last 3 fights. 2 nasty knockouts. He's ranked number 37 in Tapology, you know? And MVP, I thought he was staying at middleweight, but comes down. Dude, literally anyone pick a name out of a bucket in the top 15 at welterweight. It's all bangers, bro. It's all sick-ass, intriguing fights for MVP. And the UFC says, nah, we ain't giving you Carlos Prates. Nah, bro, we ain't giving you fucking Michael Morales. We ain't giving you, Joaquin Buckley. Like, there's so many good fights at welterweight. Even like Kamaru Usman, I think would be an interesting stylistic matchup. Probably be kind of boring, but still, there's so many good fights at welterweight, and the UFC's like, best we can do is Sam Patterson, buddy. Take it or leave it, kid. Hey, he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight. What can I say? You know, that's the type of shit Dana be fucking pulling out of his ass. But yeah, I'm going MVP by decision. Never fails. I don't think he's got a single finish in the UFC. You know, is finishing all the cans across the MMA realm, but when the competition gets good, it's straight unanimous decisions, bro. And every fight looks exactly the same. Dances around a range for 2 minutes. Emotes, throws a right hand blitz, pushes the guy over his leg, has a big moment, goes back to bouncing around. You know, doesn't follow up with a ground and pound or anything. Exact same script, bro. Dude has not changed the script for his entire fucking career. But he's tricky, you know? It's like he knows how to win fights. Just blitz, have a good moment, emote, encircle, and repeat. That's it. And yeah, Patterson's really good. He's kind of a marauder, which is weird because he's got the long neck build like myself. And usually those guys get slept, and he did get slept by fucking Muin Gavrov when he was lightweight. No, Yamala Snooze, I think. The guy with the red hair. But yeah, apparently he's a grappler. That's his trade. But again, he's not a big welterweight, and MVP's so hard to find, and has pretty good grappling himself, so I don't see him getting subbed. Ian Gary's got low-key really good grappling. He wasn't able to sub MVP. I don't see Sam Patterson being able to. And then on the feet, he's not the most defensively sound. He's kind of a marauder, kind of relies on his combos and his timing, which he does have good, you know, good combos, good timing, but I just think the footwork of MVP is too OP, bro. He's going to circle around him. We're going to see a classic 30-27 MVP decision with like 10 strikes landed and 25 emotes. Next up, the main event. Main event of the evening. Luke Riley going against Michael Aswell Junior. I'm gonna go with Luke Riley. I don't know why this is the co-main. I guess this guy's a star in fucking Britain. Apparently more than MVP. Or maybe the UFC really just does hate MVP if we're talking about UFC fighter pay. But this is a fun fight. I like this matchmaking actually. I think Aswell Jr. is not bad. I thought they cut him because he leaked the I think it was the Pantoja Fan fight because he trains with Joshua Fan. And I think he leaked it at the press conference, and I saw something saying that the UFC cut him, but I suppose not. he's pretty good. He's got that Houston boxing. Fucked up Lucas Almeida in the first round, as he should. Lucas Almeida did have a broken arm, or broken hand coming into that fight, so, you know, a little bit of a stain on that performance, but really sharp boxing. I haven't seen much of the grappling, but yeah, you know, kind of low stance, just solid combination, good body shots, good right hands, strong boxing. Lost to Pelagioki. That's not the best look. Oki can, you know, be decent sometimes though, so I don't think it's the end of the world to lose to him. But he did lose to Bogdan Grad by split decision on the Contender Series, and lost to Yadir Delphi. That's a rough loss, bro. Oh wait, no, it's not. That's the Cuban guy. Although he lost to Jordan Levitt, so you know. And yeah, this dude Luke Riley, he was getting low-key whooped by Bogdan. Bogdan, the fucking gargoyle, like medieval elf, was fucking him up in that first round. Dude took him down, dominated him on the ground, and then was landing some like fucking beat down like Batman versus some, you know, weed plug as fucking ground and pound. Like Luke was, I think, in like turtle, and Bogdan just kind of postured up and went. Like just started wailing on him at the end of the round, which was pretty funny. But yeah, I was like, oh, this Luke Riley kid sucks. Like, this dude's overhyped. He's getting whooped. And then second round starts, boom, instantly drops Bogdan with a clean left hook, really clean, beautifully placed left hook, then follows up with a ground and pound. I think Bogdan was trying to like strike off his back, do some dumb shit, and just got colded on the ground. So really good resilience. You know, you love to see that. Didn't get discouraged by that first round. Good striking, solid boxing, good art, and decent cardio too, because that was a rough first round. I think this will be a banger fight, dude. I'm excited. I think this will be a really fun one. I like this matchmaking. I think Michael Aswell's the perfect kind of level of competition that when you're on your second fight in the UFC and you're a prospect, you should be fighting, you know, not fucking Ozzy Diaz, bro. Not Antonio Tricoli. Like this type of opponent, 11-3, pretty decent, but you know, Luke's still probably gonna win. So I'm gonna go Luke Riley by round 3 KO. I think it's gonna be similar to the Bogdan fight. I don't think I'll get taken down. Aswell doesn't seem like a grappler to me. Actually, I feel like Riley. I don't really know. Hold on, let's look at his fight history, because I haven't really seen him offensively grapple. Okay, he has 0 submissions. Alright, yeah, now we're going Luke Riley, round 3 TKO after getting rocked bad in one of the first 2 rounds. Next up, the main event of the evening. Movsar Evloev going against Lerone Murphy. You gotta go Evloev, bro. You just can't pick against him. I think I picked Arnold Allen. To win that fight. And it was very close. People forget, man. Arnold Allen was spamming those fucking Granby rules. And looking pretty good in the defensive grappling. But yeah, I'm not betting against Evloev. He's got some great wins. Beat Aljo, really close fight. You know, has to be mentioned. Really close fight. But did beat Aljo. Beat Danny, yeah, that's whatever. Beat Arnold Allen. That's rough. If only we got to see him fight Ilya, bro. That would have been such an interesting fight. Beat Diego Lopez. Again, short notice though for Diego, and Diego put up a great fight. Low-key, there's no argument for Diego winning based off the submission attempts. Yeah, Aljo, Arnold Allen, Diego Lopez, like these are great wins. And Lerone just doesn't have that same kind of resume. Yeah, no, and that's really all we have to go off. Fucked up Aaron Pico, one of the best knockouts I've seen, bro. It's the cleanest spinning elbow you'll ever see. Josh Coolabout, Gabriel Santos, Loki had a competitive scrap with him. Edson Barboza fucked him up. Danny Gay kind of fucked him up. Josh Emmett kind of outpointed him on the back foot. So it's like not the same level of competition. And I don't know. I did love how he looked against Pico. He looked really locked in, really focused in that fight. But that's a totally different style than Evloev. Evloev has sneaky good boxing, pretty good defensively, great shots, good chain wrestling, and yeah, it's like Lerone smart, you know. And I do think he's gonna make it competitive. I don't think this will be a wash or like an easy fight by any means, but I don't see you out fight IQing, out decisioning the goat of decisions himself, Movsar Evloev, you know? Like, I just don't fucking... I feel like you have to have that X factor to beat Evloev. Like, you gotta have a crazy fucking uppercut or a crazy overhand right that you just land on him and get lucky and flatline him, you know? I feel like if you're trying to win a decision against this guy, it's not gonna work. But you never know, maybe Lerone has some secret fucking game plan formula he's cooking up in the lab over in, what's it called? Manchester Top Team. I thought he was training with, like, Leon Edwards. Anyways. Yeah, I just don't see how Lerone wins this, you know? Like, he's strong, he probably defends a lot of the takedowns. He probably wins on the feet, honestly. But Evloev's just relentless. He knows how to get that decision dub. He knows how to prevent the fight from happening. And he's low-key not that bad. I'm tired of the Evloev hate, bro. His fight with Aljo was very fun. That was a great scrap. His fight with Arnold Allen was pretty fun, too. Like, he's not the most boring fighter ever. I'll stand there and box for a little bit. And his grappling, he does like change it together. He's got some good scrambles, so yeah, you gotta go Evloev by decision. You know, I feel like Lerone's only chance is a knockout, which could happen. You know, it happened last time, but he just has a totally separate style to Aaron Pico, just marauds and goes forward and fucking telegraphs his footwork. So Evloev by decision. Not a hot take, I know, but it's what I think is gonna happen, you know. It's most likely. So, yeah, overall, this card, if we're going off of 2026 standards for the UFC for fight nights, I'll give it like a 6. If we're going off just in general as a card, if I saw the shit in like 2022 or something, this shit's like a 4, bro. Like, there are a lot of good fights on these prelims, you know. Mason Jones, Sola, Wood, Keita, Mario Pinto's good prospect, Shamrock on the card. But it's like we got 2 random ass female fights that I feel like got added yesterday to the card. I don't remember them being on there. Antonio Tricoli. Like, it really does just kind of seem like a Cage Warriors fight night with a couple good UFC ranked fights mixed in, but I can't complain after that Mexico card, dude. And